Have you seen him yet? Hot, juicy Alex. Long story. Long story.
They're facing us right now.
Yeah.
We've got time. What's the long story?
Well, there's something a little off with the whole side of the family. There's a bunch. They're kind of like me, just very, very loose and laid back. So that whole group over there and probably another 20 people. We all have a cottage up in Canada that we go to. Well, we used to go to every summer. It was a riot up there, all of us together. So a lot of catchphrases and nicknames were made and still carry on. So that's one of them.
And it means?
They've just been chanting it. So hot, juicy Alex. I don't really know how. Somebody's gonna have to interpret that one.
Alex, take me through the single day that drove into. I think it was the 50.
Well, I don't know if many people noticed. The guy I was facing, he's one of my best friends. I faced him for 4 years in high school. So me and Bryce are very close. I was hanging out with him in the hotel for hours. I mean, the day before when they got here, and I was just looking. I mean, my job to drive guys in. The bases were loaded with 2 outs, so I kind of spread out and just battled. And then I got a fastball kind of up and in, and I hit it and kind of dropped my head, and I thought I got it to the center fielder. And I look up, and there wasn't really a center fielder where he normally plays, so kind of beat the shift with that one, and that one worked out for me. So got kind of lucky, but just spread out and tried to battle and knock some guys in.
How is stuff pretty well?
Honestly, it's a little different than it was in high school. He threw a little harder, honestly, in high school, but still's got a good breaking ball, and I knew I was going to get a lot of those today, especially how they've been pitching me so far this weekend. So just kind of sat and waited on that, but kind of spread out and battled the fastballs when he threw them.
How nice are those 2 innings? You guys had the 4th yesterday, the 5th today. How nice have those been for the offense?
They're great. I mean, anytime you go out and put up more than 1 run in an inning, it's kind of, especially with the pitching staff we have, kind of puts a little lull in the other dugout, and that's kind of what it's all about in baseball. I mean, just kind of getting the adrenaline, get the crowd going behind you, and when we're here at home, I mean, it's bar none with the crowd. So it was great today. It worked out for us today, and hopefully we can just have another big inning or a few big innings tomorrow.
What did you see from Will?
He's phenomenal. I mean, I speak on behalf of everybody, all of the fans. It's great to have him back. I mean, him going on Saturdays for you got to feel pretty good. And with Reed coming in behind him, if he messes up Reagan, then if he messes up Tyler, I think that's going to be a pretty lethal trio back there.
What was it like seeing him on the mound with all he's been through the last year and a half or so?
Oh, it's great. I mean, Will's one of the best teammates I've ever had. He's really passionate about everything he does. So kind of see him go out there and do his thing today. The success he had, it kind of just it's a pinnacle on what he's been working for lately. So we all had to watch him go through his rehab, and when he told us he was going to have to get Tommy John, seeing him cry, I mean, that was hard for a lot of us. But seeing him go out there and just dominate, I mean, what was said to be an extremely good offense, I mean, that was fun to watch.
Is it pretty comforting for the offense to know that guys like Clark and Will and Adam tomorrow and Scott and Reagan, all these pitchers, arms you have, that the offense really isn't, there's no pressure on the offense to go out and score a whole bunch of runs every day, knowing you guys can win the 2-1, 3-2 type of games with the pitching staff you have.
Yeah, it's a treat. I mean, for the first time in I shouldn't say a long time, but I was standing out in left, and we were up 1-0, and it was probably the 3rd or 4th inning, and I was like, dang, we won this game. So that's kind of a unique scenario to be in for a team, and I mean, I confidently thought that, and we had a good inning, and kind of, I mean, pitchers did their thing, and the hitters, we had a good inning, and you give us a few run lead, I mean, it's going to be really tough to beat us this year.
Don't know if you saw this, but Kyrie Irving said he believes the world is flat. Where do you stand on the flat, round Earth situation?
You know, I flew to Taiwan when I was a senior, and it took 15 hours. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: if this world's flat, there's no way you're riding 15 hours on an airplane. So it's round as it can get, I think. But respect Kyrie, he's the man. But I think he might have goofed on that one.
So you
Good question.
hear the one